Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly horoscope reading, tuning into the week's energies and channeling the most important messages that you need to hear right now. So I'm tuning into a collective energy. Anybody who sees value in this reading is welcome. So cross watchers are welcome. This is a general reading. I'm tuning into a collective energy. So take what resonates and leave the rest. The channel's already coming in. Harder and harder for me to get through my spiel. So let's get to it, Aries. In the past, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. A lack of soul fulfillment in regards to, feels like a lack of love, a lack of soul fulfillment in groups. Maybe a lack of love in the family, a lack of love in friendship groups. It feels like in interpersonal connections. There's a lack of being able to come together with like-minded people, lack of love, lack of being cared for. Looks like you, in the past, you got honest with yourself about this. I'm willing to see the truth. Why have I not been able to find lasting love in connections and in groups? Looks like you were, wow. Looks like you were in connections where you were wanting the truth, you were being the truth, you were being very open and very honest, but you were in connections with people who were deceptive, mentally manipulative, cold. And it feels like that's the foundation, like you were barking up the wrong, barking up the wrong tree? You thought, it feels like you've had many connections, maybe even a parent or parents who there's a coldness, there's a lack of love, care. It feels very cold. This reminds me of a picture I saw of a psychology experiment. It was a black and white picture, and it's about there was a belief that infants, that the youth are young babies, are only interested in the connection with their mom because that's where they get their food. And so they had these little baby monkeys, and they created a wire mother monkey, just wire, cold, with a bottle. So there's milk. And then there's this other monkey that's covered in fur, that's warm. And the scientists believed that the monkey would cling to the wiry cage mother monkey because that's where the milk was. But the baby clung to the furry, trying to get love, trying to get warmth, connection. And the baby would just like lean over and get the bottle from the cold mom monkey. And it feels like that. Like I'm shocked that the researchers were blown away that there's a connection that's deeper. It's not just about getting your food needs met. There are other needs: love, care, safety. And it feels like you might have had a parent or parents who were a bit like those wire monkeys, well, mom or dad, kind of the wire. I fed you, I put food on the table, but there's there's a lack of warmth, a lack of connection. All right, Aries, in present time we have temperance, balancing out, patience. There's an alchemical balance. Something's being transmuted. It looks like you're finally coming to a decision. You're letting your guard down. You're giving up. Your intuition is on point right now. You're really utilizing your intuition. Something's coming into balance, and it's helping you see something clearly, making a decision. There's some type of letting your guard down that's happening in this current energy. Anything else we need to know? What does Aries need to know? What are the most important messages that Aries needs to know? It looks like you're letting go of some type of way of perceiving yourself or your environment. Something that's kept you very trapped, kept you very stuck. There's something going on, it feels like in your environment, some kind of balancing out, some type of shift. And when that happens, you're able to see, it feels like something has kept you unable to see something clearly. And when that shift happens, you let your guard down. It feels like your intuition is on point and really helps you get out of some type of stuck way of perceiving yourself or your world. Messages from your higher self, Aries, this week is the Six of Pentacles. This is someone being very generous. This is someone who has a lot to give. What do we need to know? What are the most important messages? Looks like, it feels like a windfall. Feels like abundance coming in, like, feels like it's not totally unexpected because this is what you've been working towards, but there's a shift that happens this week. It feels like you're letting go of a lack mindset, and there's all this financial windfall that comes in that helps you end a very exhausting cycle where you've had to, feels like everything's been on your shoulders. You've been working very hard. You've been very focused on creating this abundance for yourself, this stability, this security, working even on your health. Your physical health has improved. You've asked for this. You've asked for this. It feels like this is something you've been manifesting. Wow, how exciting. Your challenge this week, Aries, is the Nine of Cups in reverse. A lack of personal soul fulfillment, a lack of joy, a lack of blessings. Why is this a challenge for Aries? What are the most important messages? What do they need to hear right now? Yeah, okay. Your challenge is to believe that there's been a period of time where there's been maybe your entire life, maybe a lot of your life has been this lack of personal soul fulfillment, a lack of feeling loved. feeling like love is that wire monkey, not getting the connection back, not getting the love and care back in connections. It looks like this is transforming. This is the end of that cycle. It has been a very difficult cycle because you had a lot to learn about what love was. It feels like in the past you were over giving and not expecting anything back but the basics. Feels like someone or people have hoodwinked you and said, look at what I'm giving you. The security of this metal monkey, and I've fed you. And it feels like you needed to learn that your value, your worth, and what you want, what really is soul fulfilling for you, what type of connections would you prefer. Wow. There's also, it looks like it's a challenge right now to allow someone to come in because it feels like what is this? It feels like worried about being an option. It feels like there's still some beliefs around love about not there's something about there are a lot of options around you, but there's one that's more shining, one that's coming through. It almost feels like some of you have this belief that it would be safer just to focus on work, to focus on your abundance and forego love and care, that connection, that furry monkey energy, being cared for. Your challenge is to not, it feels like you're clearing beliefs that everyone's bad, everyone is cold, everyone lacks generosity. There's those type of beliefs. Or I'm just going to focus on me and success and building that. But what happens when that victory happens and you don't have anyone around to celebrate with? It feels like you might be setting yourself up for a shallow victory. Yeah, financial success, stability, security. Would you also like loving company? Someone around you, maybe a group, maybe soul tribe, soul mate, who can celebrate with you, who after you have those victories, you can celebrate with the people closest to you. I don't know how to explain this any differently. And what's hidden is the Six of Wands. There is this victory, this celebration, being center stage. Yes, and that's what it's, you have a victory coming in and it feels like it's like, yeah, but it feels kind of empty because there's no one around you to really share it with. The same type of energy came up in Mondays or Tuesdays daily reading, where I talked about Jerry Maguire. In the movie Jerry Maguire, he has this amazing win at the end and things are coming true and victory and celebration, and he's looking around and he doesn't have anyone that he can hug and celebrate this with, who's proud of him. And it kind of feels like that, like here's this amazing victory, but it lacks the depth of joy that it could. Feels like you're trying to keep yourself safe by keeping people at a distance. Looks like there's some fears that you're overcoming this week around limiting beliefs around others being safe, being that you can find people who will care about you, who love you, who adore you, who want to celebrate you, and you feel that reciprocal. There's a big shift happening this week, and I don't think you see this coming. And it looks like it brings up all these fears and anxieties, like going, and it feels like I'm going to go towards these fears. I am afraid. I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid of putting myself out there. To get hurt in a very personal, like heart space way. Your opportunity, Aries, look at you showing up in your own reading. Your opportunity is the Emperor, being a leader, stepping into a leadership role, being very focused. What does Aries need to know about the Emperor? What's the most important messages about the outcome that Aries needs to know right now? Alrighty. Again, we've got fears. These feel like very deep-seated fears that are coming up. They're coming up so you can address them. Anxieties. This also might be your nervous system. For some of you, you might have, your nervous system might be still in that fight or flight. Yeah, it feels like you're not interested in any type of chaos. Again, nervous system type of energy. Wow. Someone's coming in, someone who's an authority, or you are stepping into a position of being an authority. Others are looking to you. So there's this leadership, there's this authority figure, there's advice. It feels like people coming to you with wanting advice. Feels very difficult to get over these obstacles. There's something, there's a lack of energy, a lack of passion. It feels like exhaustion. It feels like, again, nervous system is, and worry and anxiety, fears coming up. And it feels like I don't want to face them. I don't know how to face them. I'm too exhausted. I don't know how to take action. I can't take action. I'm too exhausted. And then this new energy of the Ace of Swords comes in, this new way of perceiving things. It does feel like an exhausting week, but what I'm gathering from this is that you're clearing a lot. What's coming up, especially around fears and mental blocks, perceptions that are old that need to be restored. It feels like you're clearing that. As you clear and you go towards your fears, it does feel like there's a bit of exhaustion and depletion. Take care of yourself, drink water, get plenty of rest, be gentle with yourself. Because once you clear this energy, there's this new idea, this new perspective that's coming in. All right, Aries, your possible outcome is the Four of Wands. Wow, celebration, joy. A celebration, a gathering. This very well is like success, the success that's coming, the generosity, the balancing out of something that's been very imbalanced, maybe around codependency, dependency. There's this desire that's coming in. There's this something, a temptation at a party, at a gathering, at a big celebration. There's temptation here. It looks like you're healing. You go into a very healing mode because you feel defenseless against this desire, against this temptation. Feels like, I don't want to take this. I recognize this is not for me. And yeah, again, partying, celebration, get-togethers. Feels like a lot of celebration, a lot of celebrating coming in. It feels like the celebration comes in and you have a temptation to just like go within, go inside, to separate yourself, to not celebrate with those around you. It feels like the temptation is to go into a negative mindset. Wow. It's like the negative. Here I'm having this amazing success, but I feel alone. I feel it. It feels like there's not enjoying it. There's this lack of enjoyment, and then there's another celebration, and that's very healing. Feels like there's several celebrations coming up, get-togethers, and at first it feels like I'm resisting this. I'm resisting celebrating. I'm resisting enjoying because I'm afraid of letting my guard down. But then it looks like something shifts, and you step into this role of, yes, I'm going to allow people to support me. I'm going to be a part of a community. I'm going to allow people to appreciate me. I'm going to allow people to celebrate me. I'm going to allow people to lift me up and care about me and love me. And you step into a very healing star energy. This does feel like Aquarian ascension. What you've asked for, whatever your wishes are coming true. Wish granted. Where you started was, with this reading, was a lack of fulfillment and care and love in that family of origin, and now it feels like we're not even in the experiment, the monkey experiment. It's a real live monkeys, not wire monkey and not a faux fur monkey. It's like you're finally getting your wish come true. You're finally finding others who are on the same level. Wow, very healing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you want to claim this reading, you can type that in the comments. And if this resonates, if you would hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate that. And if this reading resonated and you would like more of these readings, hit that subscribe button so you can get more of these readings in your feed. I do the weekly horoscope readings and the daily psychic tarot readings on the weekend. The psychic tarot readings are a love reading and a business and finance reading. So a lot here for you. Take care. Bye.